Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. Third form for the new clown boss has now been leaked over on Twitter by the one and only OG Death Knight. So we'll go over and have a look on this actual new skills that we'll be facing. Honestly, I have no idea what this is going to be in terms of how to beat this boss, but like the overall boss, not just this form, but it's going to be interesting when this finally comes out, when we also have the ultimate form. It's just going to be crazy. So let's get started. Let's go over and have a look at this new skills of the lion form. So here it is, the lion form. A1, let's have a look. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a chance to place 50% chance to place a true fear. Following the initial attack has an 80% chance of repeating the attack against a new target. So can actually be repeating those attacks all the way to every single member of your team. The damage inflicted will also be reduced by 10%. This chance lowers, by the way, to get hit by 20% for each attack. It sounds like an annoying attack. Having true fear on your champions also will be pretty annoying. But this boss, this form, the lion form, is going to be really hard hitting. So we really have to be careful with this form, is what I'm guessing with the team that we'll be making to actually be able to encounter this boss. So the A2 attacks one enemy 3 times. First hit places decreased defense, second weaken, and debuffs placed by the skill will ignore any block debuffs buff, so there's no way of avoiding this decreased defense debuff. And the weekend, basically you'll need to cleanse them, I'm guessing. Per hit applies the debuff spread, taking any decreased defense and weekend and then spreading them around to all other enemies. So your team will be having decreased defense and weekend on them. It's gonna really suck to actually be facing this boss. Then attacks all enemies except the initial target if they're under decreased defense or weakened debuffs. Also increase the new boss's turn meter by 5% for each debuff placed and spread by the skill. So the boss will be getting another turn very quickly. The only way that I can see avoiding these debuffs, actually there's no way because there's going to be block debuffs. So how can you avoid it on the turn that this happens? You'll get attacked. The boss will get tons of turn meter because of the spread of the debuffs. And there's just no way. I can't think of a way to instantly cleanse it. You just have to get a turn, and you can't bypass the boss's turns here. So attacks one enemies is A3. Before attacking, removes any decreased attack, decreased crit rate, decreased crit damage debuffs on the new clown boss. So anything you're trying to apply on the boss to reduce all the damage that you're taking, it's just going to get removed. So decreased attack is the main one. You would be guessing that decreased crit rate and decreased crit damage is also very strong. We know that. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense and ignore an additional 10% for any debuffs removed by this skill. So if you've got 3 of them, he'll be ignoring 80% of your defense. This sounds already, extra hard to be facing this boss, but it sounds like a single target boss. So if there's a way to specifically have the boss target 1 champion every time with their attacks, you should be okay. So a very high health champion to survive those big hits should be able to take this boss on. And if the initial target survives, attacks all other enemies, deals damage equal to 50% of the damage inflicted by the initial attack. This attack cannot be critical. That's nice because it means you'll be able to survive. I'm already thinking about shields for this team. Shields will be able to help you survive a little bit more. And then at the beginning of the new clown boss turn, places a Hunter's Gaze debuff on the enemy with the highest defense for 3 turns. This effect cannot be resisted or blocked. Whenever Hunter's Gaze debuff is removed from an enemy, instantly activates the Annihilation Claw against that enemy. So Annihilation Claw, by the way, is the A1. So we don't know what Hunter's Gaze is. No idea what this means. Probably it's something where it specifically targets that enemy only. I'm not sure though on how this can, because it's on the highest defense target. So I don't think it's that. I think it's something with, it should be something with just reducing damage taken from that target, maybe. I don't know. It's very Hunter's Gaze. It just doesn't make any sense for me. It's like a hunter who looks at the prey. I don't know. I can't translate it. My speculation is maybe, okay, because it's highest defense, what I'm guessing is that's going to happen is it's just going to make this, but that high defensive target maybe cannot mitigate any damage dealt to the other allies. Maybe ally protection doesn't work. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea on what they're gonna come up with this kind of debuff. And then finally, the other passive is basically the damage mitigation through all the effects that we know, such as poisons, HP burns, smite, enemy max health, War Master Giant Slayer. So those will be capped out based on the difficulty that you'll be facing. And finally, the final lines is that the enemy, the boss will receive 5 times more damage from reflect damage buffs, pain link, and reflect damage effects. So this already makes it so that the team building that we can do for this will be very unique because it's all about reflect damage. I'm thinking pain link is not that often available, but it will be useful because it reflects damage you take to the boss. And then reflect damage effects are a little bit different, but I'm already thinking of different teams that you can use. Some champions such as, let me show you, some champions that do have lots of reflect in their kits, such as Sneak Track, will be probably very good against this one. So he reflects damage this champion takes back to the attacker. He can also apply reflect damage buff. So it is something to consider, like having Sneak Track finally be able to be part of your team. Other champions that also have reflect in their kit will also be increasingly useful against this boss. High defense, at least one high defense champion I'm guessing is going to be something that you'll be building because of the Hunter's Gaze debuff that will be placed. We don't know what it is yet, but I'm guessing we'll need to build one champion specifically to counter that. And I'm thinking cleansers are going to be very useful. So even Bad Alcazar here can be amazing because of the cleanse that he has, continuous heals, the poisons that he'll be applying. Just makes it to have a lot of sense here. But there's so many cleansers since Bad Alcazar, and I'll give you a Void example of Tuhanarak. She's amazing. She'll be able to apply block buffs, decrease attack, you'll be able to apply decreased speed, continuous heals, increased defense, increased speed, so all the good stuff. And also the fact that she's Void means no weak hits when applying her debuffs, and also the cleanses that she does with the passive is just amazing. Possibly to even cleanse 2 random debuffs, meaning defense down and the weaken that the Lion form will be placing. Already looking at like a very tough encounter, especially if we'll have to face the Viper form, the Ram form, and the Lion form at the same time. I doubt it's going to be like that though. I believe it's going to be some sort of rotations of these heads, because it doesn't sound like one team can possibly face all of these. Like one team with block active skills and True Fear and have high shields and reflex in them. It just makes it very difficult to build, let's say, 5 champions, or even 6 if we're allowed 6 champions that have all of that together to face these 3 forms, and then the ultimate form on top of that. So what I'm guessing is we'll build 3 different teams for this one. But again, it's all speculation. Oh, Black Friday pack. Is this new? It looks new, but it's very bad. Okay, 1 skeleton, 1 mythical for $15. It's not worth it. So from what I'm seeing, guys, is this encounter will be insane. You guys have realized it already. I'm kind of excited, to be honest, because of all the thinking behind the teams that we'll be able to build for this one. But only time will tell when we actually have our hands on this boss and actually try it out. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your thoughts down below on this new boss, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.